Hey guys, this is Joel. You're watching my podcast, Party Like a Rock Star. This is the third installment of the Måneskin on the Road series. It is the final one, and I was requested to do this by a Patreon member named Kelly. So thank you, Kelly. Also thank you because Kelly took the time to put the subtitles on here in English so I could understand what I was watching. So I appreciate it. I still don't know how you do that. It's magic. I don't know how you guys can download it with the subtitles to see, so I appreciate it. If you haven't watched any of my podcasts, you do not know who I am. I'm an ex-roadie. I used to tour with bands like Guns N' Roses, Stone Temple Pilots, Poison, and the Cranberries. I wrote a book called Memoir for Roadie. It was the #1 new release on Amazon in bios, and it's done 3 million copies on Kindle. It's been a fun ride, and I appreciate it. Anyway, this is a long one. It's about a half hour, so I'm going to jump into it right away and give it a go. Let's see what we got.
1, 2, 3. So no one told you life was gonna be this way. You dropped, you broke, you lost like the way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day to reach you on, or even your ear. But I'll be there for you, because you're there for me. I'll be there for you, because you're there for me.
And I know how to arm wrestle a little with him.
Fucking great glasses, right? Non è fastidioso. Pubblico da casa. Non credo che sia un po' fastidiosa questa cosa. Allora se ci avessi una pizza. Ta 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 ta. Sono cattivo perché ho il cuore vicino al culo. Lo sai che ti odio senza motivo. Senza motivo. E allora mi metto le iPods e ti ignoro. Sono Leo il castoro. Sono Leo il castoro. Leo il castoro.
Music magic. That's how songs are made. Actually, sometimes they do stuff like this. There's a lick that they put together. I say they being bands, not Måneskin. And that lick ends up being a great song that they actually write the real lyrics to. So, you know, you never know where it comes from.
Ma non sono bello per niente. E Leo il castoro. Il castoro. Leo il castoro. Il castoro. Che caga il cazzo con la scaglia. Guarda il calendario! Andiamo ragazzi, lo sanno! E non guarda il calendario! Cazza tantissimo! Perché ogni orario è giusto e non si mente mai su quante cose devi fare! Perché si incazza della schedule! Perché io guardo solo la schedule! Che non me ne frega un cazzo! Put your loving hands down, baby. I'm begging. Ciao Eta. Ciao ragazzi. Mettiamo 3 in 1. So hate to my sea, let me know ya. Hate to love you, let me know, but hate to my sea, let You know what a plan of the scene to let me go. Even the moment you should know that you, 'cause I don't wanna lose you.
Oh, ma metti fretta,
I'll tell you guys a fun little behind the scenes one. It reminds me of them playing outside there. It's a little different, but I was working for Guns N' Roses. And when I was working for them, I was the kid in the rehearsal studio and everybody was away. So I was upstairs with Buckethead, who is an amazing guitar player and a really nice guy. And he was in the band Guns N' Roses at the time. And so Buckethead and I are upstairs on the couch, and I'm trying to stump him. I'm trying to get him I'm trying to think of a song to play that he won't know. You know? And I'm picking random bands or whatever, and Buckethead knows everything, man. I couldn't stump him. And Axel comes walking into the studio with his assistant. Her name is Betta. She's a very awesome lady. And her son and a fella. And so Axel sits down at the piano. There's nobody else there, just me and Buckethead. And I go to there was a ledge, so I go to the ledge and I'm looking down, and I go downstairs to see if they need anything. And Axel's like, "Nope, I'm cool, everything's cool." And Axel sits down and he plays November Rain on the piano, right? The guy was Axel's gardener. And so he's playing November Rain for his gardener, Betta, and her son. And me. And it was this amazing experience. I remember Buckethead didn't come to the front. He was like, whatever. Which kind of made him even cooler to me. I'm like, this guy's so rock star. He doesn't even care about November Rain for like 3 people in a room. And it was magical. It was such a neat moment. And I am a big Guns N' Roses fan. And that made it so much neater even to me, that Axel would be so humble to play this, his big song for just a few people for the heck of it, for the heck of it. So anyway, that reminds me of something that was really neat to me with these guys just hanging around playing music. It was that vibe that day, from Buckethead playing whatever to Axel just deciding to come into the studio for I don't know what reason, nobody there. It was cool. Anyway, we'll jump back into Måneskin here.
I understand everything. You're just a fucking spy undercover.
Buoni i quadratini.
Cosa mangiare alle 11:30, ti credo.
Ma tu hai mangiato la pizza alle 11:30 oppure pranzavo?
Oh, yes, I know.
Ma piange perché poi non sembra professionale con quelli di Sony America.
Hai visto?
Poi dobbiamo fare il prima.
I think I said it when I reacted to the song initially, but every time they play this, I think he's going to sing Leonard Cohen. And wouldn't it be great if he did? I'll bet you he could crush Leonard Cohen. He'd be great.
I like it.
Entire world, the band that you will be telling your friends about for the rest of the summer, and then next year.
And guy's right. I've been telling a lot of people about them. I'm still Coraline. I think Coraline's the best one so far. It's my favorite track.
Quando imbarchiamo, comandante?
Biglietti!
In carrozza!
Ma quanto anni 80 per questo cappellino? Quanto si vede che siamo andati in un negozio di cappelli?
Sta aereo. Oviamo o no? Siamo venuti a vedere quanto è bello sta aeroporto da fuori.
No, molto bello. Oh, quello è mio. Yeah, come sei coglione?
Ok Vittoria, con quei capelli biondi, sei un po' una cogliona.
Puoi dormire? Ora non ti ho detto che dobbiamo fare stasera.
Dai Vic!
Genio. Sei matta. Ti parte il timpano. Bravissimo.
Dai!
La barba oggi.
No, mi vuoi fare i tuoi capelli?
Più lunga dei supermodel. Dico, gliela nascondiamo la roba a Ethan. Lo fa mandare un puzza che trova la roba.
You want another one? So, at the end of gigs, we would shower at the venue, right? The roadies get a chance to take a shower when everything's done, usually, at least back when I did. I don't know how it works now, but what we would do is we were in these big arenas, and so they'd have these big showers that were meant for the whole like hockey team, basketball team, whatever. And so you'd go in there and take a shower. So at the end, there's always a couple of people wandering around. And this one time they're coming there looking for Scott Weiland. Scott Weiland be like, oh yeah, he's in there. And we would always send him into one of the roadies taking a shower. It was always, it never failed. It was always so funny. I don't know what it has to do with the guy peeing, but you know, this is personal stuff.
Roba va merda. È da Roma. Io un po' invidio quelli che mi frega il cazzo del calcio comunque, perché vivi meglio.
That's not gonna last. That's gonna fade quick.
Si gioca con le questioni di principio e non di fatti, perché noi dei fatti siamo in ritardo di 3 minuti. Questi giovani d'oggi.
Because you have to. It's not like you don't.
Yo.
He's a rock and roll.
and so is this band. And we are so happy they're here today. Would you please welcome Måneskin?
Thank you for being here, and first of all, sorry if my voice is a bit, you know. No, I don't drink at all. We're working a lot, and here in the US you use a lot of air conditioning, which is the worst enemy of a singer. So I'll get used to that, don't worry.
That and cigarettes, Damiano.
Let's go. The first real performance that we did was in a restaurant. It was so cringe because everybody was like eating and we were super loud. We were not like a restaurant band, we were super loud and people were like, okay.
Where did you bust? Like, did you have a spot where you did it all the time?
Yeah, we did all the time in Via del Corso, which is like the shopping street of Rome.
Oh yeah.
And every time we had like to fight against this hip-hop like gang that used to dance there, we fought for the best spot. But they usually won, we weren't that scary at the time.
Dico, chi c'ha voglia di perdere solo per capire? Secondo così. 1, 2, 3. Dai. Yes.
Tipo coppia, capito?
Chi finisce prima e chi ne imbuca di più?
No, non chi finisce.
No, chi ne imbuca di più?
No, un tiro a testa,
Sì.
cioè la coppia.
Vai.
Un tiro.
Ok, dall'inizio.
Vai.
Ho paura?
Ce la fai, brava Nick!
Do you guys play this game in Europe? It's called Cornhole here, and it's super popular. It's really fun to play.
No! Cazzo. C'è qualcosa che non...
No, elaboramoci. Questi sono tutti morti in battaglia che non sono purtroppo tornati a casa. Oh!
Arrivederci nel po'. Occhio!
Sì.
Bravo, però capito così a scattare. Proprio come se fossero pallottole.
Wow, ma c'è troppa roba bella.
Solo per te però.
Perché? No, spero che sia funziona. Non vuoi rifare che mi riprovo e poi la voglia.
Dai, io.
Tommy, quanti Lollapalooza ti sei fatto quest'anno?
Quanti Lollapalooza?
Sì.
Questo è il terzo.
Posso avere una foto? Wait, I need to do this and then...
Posto.
Wow.
È un DJ.
Ragazzi, c'è buona beer dog.
Wow!
No, mica lo puoi cambiare. Vabbè, quello
Ah, non si poteva fare.
Fammi vedere.
You're Italian, I'm Italian.
Really?
Io parlo siciliano.
To quickly run to the toilet.
So that's Perry Farrell, guys. He's the one who started Lollapalooza. I think I mentioned that in the last one. Perry Farrell, Janet Dixon, great performer, great guy. This is cool.
Thank you so much. It was a really pleasure. God bless you. Do what you do. Did you do great meeting you? Have a great time.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, got to tell you a Green Day story. That's the drummer of Green Day. Okay, so for years, I didn't really like Green Day. It was like a sore subject. So I'll try and make this a shorter story. But I'm working for Stone Temple Pilots, and that's Trey Cool, and Trey would, at the end of the set, they'd light their crap on fire, and then Trey would go to the back of the stage, and then he'd pull on the backdrop. Well, I was the stage manager, and so I'd say, don't pull on the backdrop. And the guy did it anyway. So I think at one of the shows, he gave me the middle finger, and he did it. And so when he went to go do it the next time, I took it up in the sky. So he's like jumping and he can't get to it. And I'm laughing. I'm like, ha ha ha, Trey. And anyway, it turned into a big fight on stage, like fist fight with people. It was kind of an awkward incident. And the band called me in to talk to me about it. This band being Stone Temple Pilots. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, guys. I care about your band and I want the best for you or whatever. And Scott, no, I think it was Dean. I know it was Scott. They grabbed me and a noogie? It's where you go like this to the guy's head. They all grabbed me and gave me noogies because they thought it was all hilarious. They're like, you're so tough. Anyway, the story's a little longer. These stories are all in my book. But anyway, see him there. Yeah, there you go. Green Day.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Title for this song. I wonder what it could be.
Abbiamo un calcio alla leva di Siamo al top! Prima delle vacanze, bam!
This reminds me, so when you're on the road, we get what's called a rock doc. And they'll come out and they'll fix you up. Rock docs are kind of fun because they're fans, they want to go out and watch the band play. So at least back in the day, they'd just like make it quick. They'd be like, what's wrong with you? And then they'd quickly write your prescription of stuff. Somebody'd bring it to you and you're good to go again. So like rock docs, especially if you like Vicodin and whatnot. Metallica here we go. So you guys all know who he is, don't you?
Yeah, dude, good. Thank you. You guys really commanded that. That's great. It looks like a festival. I hope you feel better about this day. Take care of it.
I just did do an amazing interview with, so if you guys are Metallica fans, there's a fella named Cliff Burton. And Cliff Burton was the bass player of Metallica. He passed away, unfortunately, at 24 years old. And I was able to interview two of the roadies that were in the bus with Cliff Burton when he passed away. Lars was also in that bus. So it's pretty heavy. If you guys want to check it out, here's the link to the interview. It's really amazing. It's great. It's a great story, and it's a really sad day. I called it the day the metal died, and I truly believe it's it's a great fitting title. So. Actually, I'll tell you, there's one more. So I'm working for Stone Temple Pilots, and I have to load up the truck. So I'm loading up the truck with all the stuff, and I just want to see Metallica play, man. And so I'm trying to load it as quick as I can, and my boss at the time and one of the other roadies, they locked me in the back of the truck. They're like, you got to go up to the front because I left my jumper, my sweatshirt. I left it in the front of the truck. Can you go in there and grab it? So I climbed over everything. They locked the doors, and the truck goes away. And I know they're going to come get me. But I'm missing Metallica, man, you know? So I was so bummed, but I got back just in time to watch a couple songs, and I got to see Metallica perform. Earlier in the day, I'm the stage manager for STP, and I'm standing there, and I want to say this was in Chicago too, actually. You know that feeling where somebody like big is behind you, or there's something going on, and I'm standing on the stage, and I look behind me, and there's James Hetfield, and he looks at me and goes, "I'm in your way, brother." And I'm like, "No, you're cool." And I got to watch STP perform with all of the guys in Metallica watching too, and that was a cool moment. There were some awesome people that would watch STP perform, but watching Metallica watch them is pretty cool.
Shoes that were so tight. Hold your phone, Nastia. My phone?
Pure a sinistra.
Io.
Tre.
No,
3, 2, 1. Hey yo, this is Måneskin. Konnichiwa, this is our first time in Japan. No, raga, bello, pazzesco. La signora, anzianissima, mi ha regalato sto kimono e mi ha detto che era della madre. Quindi c'è tipo 100 anni, stesso dove fanno il visto. Mi ha detto per favore indossa. No, raga, è clamoroso. Come si mette giusto? Così.
130 euro al barbecue. Ok. Volevamo un barbecue che di pollo. No, non solo 130. 130, perfetto. Ciao. Ti devi esercitare a fare velocissimo. Ok. Bravo qua. Wow. È intraprendente. Authentic green tea. Questo è autentico. Devi preparare il parco. Quindi. Vabbè.
Pass the test.
Oh, buono. Sa che.
Ti faccio. Come dicevano ieri. Sai le nostre canzoni, sei fuori non ho idea, lo strofe dove so.
Alright, so they're doing karaoke, so I'll tell you one that's fun. I'm out with the band Poison, and we're on tour. And every time it was our day off, somebody would play a Poison song in the bar, right? Because we would all hang out, all the band and us, we'd all go out. Every day off, we'd go play pool and stuff. The guys from Warrant would come too, Jerry Dixon from Warrant. And we'd go play pool, which I'm terrible at, and we'd hang out, right? And always Poison would come on the jukebox, and I'd get so mad, man. I'd get so mad about it because I don't want to hear Poison. It's our day off. I don't want to hear it again. And so CeCe DeVille is the guitar player of Poison, and he's talking to me. We're playing pool together, and he's just, I don't know, he was in a grumpy mood, you know. Oh, I wish I could be more, I could be better. I could write better music. I could be more talent, whatever he was going on about. By the way, I think he's immensely talented and a beautiful human being, man. CeCe's an amazing person. Of all the people ask me about in my book is if I still talk to CeCe a lot. And I think it's because the way I wrote him in the book, I care a lot about this guy. I think he's fantastic. So CeCe's down on himself, and he says to me, he goes, you know why I hear Poison every time it's our day off? I'm like, because people have bad taste. And he goes, no, it's because everybody in the band plays Poison songs to piss you off. And that's a true story, man.
Oh, Ariana.
So that was terrible. I used to go out with, hopefully these stories, there's not too many of them here. I don't know. It's like a thoughts going. Angelo from a band called Fishbone, if you guys know Fishbone. Angelo grew up across the street from me. We've been friends since we were kids. He kind of got me into music, like pretty much got me into music because I'd go listen to them practice in the garage and stuff. So Angelo and I would go to karaoke and everybody, sing Fishbone, but he don't want to sing Fishbone. He used to sing Johnny Cash, and he'd sing it as poorly as he could. And everybody would, at first they'd kind of look at each other, and then they'd kind of get mad, but it was always really funny to us.
Talk to you if I was your boyfriend. I never let you go.
Senti, mi metti qualcosa di Adele, ci voglio fare una ballata.
Bello Adele.
Bene.
Hello from the
Va, bellissimo.
Hello.
It's me.
Ottava bassa.
I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to be.
Hello from the outside. I must have gone 1,000 times to tell you. Here we go.
Ah, io today.
Madonna, sicuro mi scappa la pipì mentre sto.
How's it going? So hot. Yeah? Right? How do you say hot? Atsui? That's only another word that I know. Or two. Sasageyo, Sasageyo, Shinto, Sasageyo.
Che gli hai fatto?
Mi ha fatto la videocamera, 10.000 euro. Ora pigliali.
Sai perché? Bellissimo. Perché sono partito che erano tranquilli, li ho visti fomentati, mi sono fomentato troppo, ho fatto il matto i primi 7 pezzi e in realtà io ho dato troppo all'inizio, mi è arrivata una pigna. Madonna ragazzi miei. Che roba. Penso di aver perso 1 chilo. Buono. Solo di sudore.
Hearing people complain in Italian just sounds cool.
Bomba, raga. Ma dai, io dico il tatuaggio in Giappone veramente capita più, Start from here. Nice. You're gonna kill me. Mia madre mi disereda.
Per me è troppo tardi.
Mi disconosce mia madre, smetta a piangere.
Ormai penso che ci abbia già rinunciato, no?
Sì, però ogni volta è il pianto, fratello. Let's go for it. Sei qua molto meglio di quanto pensassi. Ma pensavo che mi avrebbe ucciso, invece no. And what does gambare mean?
Gambare means cheer up. Like a
Cheer up?
Cheer up.
Cool, so I can say like to the crowd.
So, cheer up.
Gambare, gambare. Okay, I like it.
Cheer up.
Oh! No, Italia lotto, porca troppa. Mamma mia, raga.
Italia.
Mamma mia, dritto sull'osso. Ragazzi, abbiamo avuto un'altra nomination ai PMA.
Sì, l'ho visto, best
Band dell'anno.
Però è impossibile, però.
Sti cazzi, la cosa importante è la nomination. Vuol dire che fai parte delle 5 migliori band dell'anno, pure che non vieni. Mazza fighissima, che sarà una solo.
No, te mette suoni che si sente. Non puoi mai mettere, stupendo.
Lui sembra...
Arica, ma qua mi sa che se mi devo prendere tutto mi sa che vado in bancarotta. Cioè, è matta proprio, vedo, c'è sta un botto. Questa spacca, ragazzi.
Più che altro questo ti fa un botto l'outfit, quindi ci sta.
Sì. Mazza, è proprio ma mi fa un fit strano sulle braccia, no? Non sembra tipo piccolissimo. Ok, io vorrei. Questo vabbè, fammi conto. Quanti ne abbiamo di queste?
Cosa, salmone?
Sì. Tanto voi mangiate, no?
Sì, mangiamo tutto. 10? Quello 10 metti?
Sì, quanti ne abbiamo? 3?
Abbiamo 3.
2 a testa.
No, facciamo 4.
Gambare, gambare!
Stani.
Gambare, gambare. Che vuol dire?
Forza. Forza.
Gambare, gambare.
Dai, ragazzi, culo, Dai,
ragazzi. Allora, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Ma sì, appunto, a me il dolce in generale non mi piace. Questa è una hit totale, cioè questo devo dire è
Questo è
veramente
pazzesco.
la svolta, cioè mezzo me lo vorrei prendere per la mia macchina, lo sai? Ma where you buy this? Oh my god. Sorry. Dammi la mano, va? This is nice. Where you
Yeah,
buy
handmade. Handmade. L'ha fatto lui.
Ah,
Yeah, magnet. Bond.
No way.
Yeah.
Ah, you
Handmade.
made it.
Yeah.
No way.
Thank you.
Is the top. Another level. Questa è una hit veramente, eh. Quante cose abbiamo da imparare comunque.
Lui sì, guarda questa faccia.
I have want to do some without and some with. Okay. Okay? Yeah.
Mangiarlo se la no, non l'ho mangiato.
Io amo il Giappone, proprio lo amo, mi sta piacendo tantissimo, però l'unica cosa che non condivido appunto è questa ossessione per il mentole in generale. È una roba proprio, cioè, ieri mi ha messo pure il prodotto per i capelli alla menta, è una roba proprio insostenibile, ragazzi, insostenibile.
Cosa hai imparato in giapponese? Parole in giapponese.
Cin cin?
Brindisi.
No, non vuol dire. Che vuol dire cin cin?
Cazzo?
No, non cazzo, pipino.
Pipino. Pisellino.
Pisellino.
Don't think about it.
Male il dente.
Del giudizio?
No, il dente normale.
Ai 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 ai.
Cariazza.
Cariazza.
Cariazza. Bella raga.
Bella.
Si vediamo a New York. E dai. Erich?
Le fin. Is that right? Anyway, that was fun. Hopefully they decide to do a fourth one someday. That was great. I enjoyed it. Hopefully my stories, my tangent stories weren't boring to you guys. And I enjoyed the watch. So hopefully everybody else did too. I look forward to seeing more Måneskin in the future, and I appreciate you Måneskin fans supporting my podcast. Thank you guys. I look forward to seeing everybody soon. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. I now have a Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Discord, and even a Patreon. The Patreon you can join for as little as $1. The handle on all of them, it's of course Joel Roadie. I'll see you guys on the next one.